leak. Hi guys, today I am going to make gnocchi, potato gnocchi, and I'm also going to make butter lemon sauce with leeks and peas. I'm super excited about it. Never made gnocchi before, so I think this is gonna be fun. First off, I need to peel my potatoes. So I have russet potatoes here. From what I've read, these are one of the better kinds to make gnocchi with. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say it's because of the starch content in them, maybe. Peel these potatoes because these are the main ingredient in the gnocchi pasta with a little bit of like flour and egg and stuff. And so I'm gonna peel them and get them in the water. Oh, I should start the water. I have a pot over here with lots of water in it, and I've heavily salted the water for the potatoes. The reason for salting them, the potatoes will take some of that salty flavor, and it just makes your pasta way more delicious. I hate peeling potatoes. It's one of my least favorite things. Peeling, like peeling potatoes and carrots and stuff, boring. I also need a new peeler. Good thing I'm only using 4. It says to use 4 large russet potatoes. Peeling potatoes. So after I'm done these, I'm just gonna cut them into chunks. And then while the potatoes are boiling, I'm going to cut up my leeks and my garlic and get that ready. Maybe shave some Parmesan for the sauce, the special sauce. Oh my God. I need an assistant. I used to work at a pizza place, and we had a fry thing, like where you made fries with the pusher. I spent all day running potatoes through that thing. Builds character. Okay, done. I'm just gonna like halve and then halve again. Quartered in the water. So I want to make sure that those are cooked all the way through, so I'm gonna keep an eye on them, and when I'm able to like pierce them with a fork, then I'll be able to take them out. But I have a couple leeks. If you don't know what a leek is and you've never seen a leek, this is a leek. It has a really like mild oniony taste, but it doesn't have like the bite that an onion does. I'd say it's similar to like a green onion. I like to use them in soups and saute them, chicken, but you have to rinse them really well because there's like lots of layers in here of the leaves, and they catch dirt in them sometimes, so I'm just gonna give them a rinse after I cut the ends off. I'm just gonna cut like circles out of them up until like about to here, because these parts I find get a little rough and chewy. Wine time. Cheers. Okay, just cut these because I am gonna saute these in some oil and butter. They'll get nice caramelized and complement the gnocchi really well, hopefully. I'm just making up this sauce as I go, so see they have like they're like these stringies. Yeah, that's probably where I'll cut to with these. So in the sauce, I'm gonna do some leeks. I'm gonna do some lemon with the butter for a little acidity in there. Some Parmesan, and I'm also oh, I don't even know what happened. Okay, I'm gonna cut up some garlic, so I'm gonna put garlic in there too. How many cloves? Maybe 2 big ones. I'll show you how I cut my garlic cloves. Give it a little, like that, here. So I'm hitting it with the wrist part of my hand. I cut off both of the ends, just like a little bit of them, and then they pop right out of their casing or whatever, their shell. Wrapper, little garlic wrappers. So I'm gonna cut these in half so that they have a flat surface to go on the cutting board. I'll just take 2 together right now, like the 2 halves, and I'll start by doing like thin slices. Actually, you know what? Because I want this dish to look like really rustic, I'm just gonna keep them in slices like this. And then you'll have that like really nice, like kind of sweeter piece of garlic, because it'll get cooked down along with the leeks and stuff, but it'll just look nice, like the big slices. So I'm gonna do the same thing here. There we go. I think that's all I need to cut up right now, because I'm also gonna put peas in the peas and the pasta. They're frozen, so I don't really have to do a lot. And I didn't really want to bring a bag of frozen peas on here because it looked like shit. Let me check my potatoes. Yeah, they're not ready. The water isn't even boiling yet. Okay, so my potatoes are ready. So the first thing I'm actually gonna do before I strain my potatoes is I'm going to reserve some of the starchy potato water. When you're making a sauce, like a cream, you can do it as a cream sauce or a tomato sauce or a sauce like I'm gonna make today. You can use the pasta water as a way to bind your ingredients like your lemon and your Parmesan and your oil to make like a really creamy base. And the pasta water works great for that.
Now, if you put a hot dog in a flashlight, nothing happens.
So the potatoes have to be, how does dog hair get in boiling water? Okay, the potatoes have to be, it's said to pass them through a ricer. I don't have a ricer. That's just a gadget that makes food go into like rice shapes. That's why I call it a ricer. But I'm just gonna use my food processor like you would with like cauliflower when you wanna make cauliflower rice. So I'm just gonna do that. So I'm just gonna chop it into small pieces. But not too much because you don't wanna make like another dog hair, bitch. You don't wanna make mashed potatoes. How does this come off? Oh, there we go. Ah! Repeat the process with all the potatoes that you have. Again, so nice. No! Sometimes you make mistakes. How you deal with them is your prerogative. Definitely not coming to the show for nice cooking. Well, it's nice. It's just not fancy. Chop, 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 chop. These are like really like starchy white dry potatoes, which I think is why you're supposed to use them because then they'll bind well together. All done. I'm gonna start with a cup of flour. That's half a cup. One more half a cup. That's a cup. Salt. I like a decent amount of salt. Mix this around a little bit. So at this point, this is what this looks like. Not too exciting, really. Okay, so then I'm gonna make a well in the center. So basically I'm gonna push like, one second. There's a couple of bigger chunks of potato that I'm just gonna, okay. I'm gonna make a well in the center. So there's a hole. And then that's where I'm gonna put the eggs. So I'm gonna put 2 eggs. I'm just gonna start mixing this into a dough. Yeah. Oh my God. Get it? I'm gonna put a little more salt in it. Oh, now it's coming. So it's kind of coming into like a dough ball. The only thing I'm a little worried about is there's definitely like bigger chunks of potato in here, and I think that's because I didn't have a ricer and some of the chunks I didn't notice didn't get caught by the food processor. It'll probably be fine. It's definitely sticky. It's very like the texture. I think I'm just gonna need some more flour into it because it's feeling very like light. But it's getting there. Probably once it cools down, it'll warm up too, or it'll firm up. Oh yeah, this is feeling better. Oh yeah. I don't think we're gonna have a problem with them being tough. That's good. So I just need it. Oh yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna form it into a ball. Look at that pretty little gnocchi ball. Sit for 10 minutes, cool down a little bit, and then we'll make our gnocchis. Okay, so now that I've let this sit for a little bit, I'm gonna start rolling out and making the gnocchis. I'm gonna put more flour over here. So I'm just gonna cut like maybe a third of the dough, roll it in some flour, and I'm just gonna make like a tube. This is gonna make a lot of gnocchi. As I'm rolling this out, I'm like, holy shit. I'm just gonna roll it out a little thinner. Because I don't want like huge gnocchis. I don't want like a good like bite-sized gnocchi. I don't want a huge one. So I'm gonna cut the end off and then I'm just gonna cut pieces. Oh, they're like perfect little pillows of goodness. George, Fred, Percy, Bill, Charlie, and Ginny. It's the Weasley family of gnocchis. It's pretty cheap food, to be honest. If you're like on a budget and you're like, but you want to make something still homemade, and that's good. Like potatoes, flour, eggs. So easy. I'm trying to cut them like as uniform as possible so that they all cook relatively easy and at the same time. So this is gonna like soak up that sauce so nicely. Very nice. Okay, one more out of this roll and then we'll roll out another one. This is very like, it's very nice feeling on the hands because it's kind of warm and it's just like, fucking tray! It's like they're doing it on purpose. They seem, I don't know, to me they seem a little, like they're not super firm. Never made gnocchi before, so I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but I feel like once you get them in the boiling water and the egg cooks, then they'll firm up. Okay, so I have all my gnocchi cut. They're in nice little pillowy forms. Pillowy? They're gonna go over on the stove where I'm also gonna make the yummy, 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 yummy sauce. Okay, so I have some olive oil in this pan that I'm gonna put the leeks and garlic in. I'm gonna add a decent amount of butter. Uh-oh, quick. I put some olive oil in there because it prevents the butter from burning and getting brown. But now I'm gonna add my leeks. My leeks first, then my garlic, because my garlic will cook quicker than my leeks, and I don't want it to get all like nasty and bitter. Oh, that smells so good. Salt and pepper. And I also have my water boiling for my gnocchis that's heavily salted too as well. So once these get all nice and like sweeter, then I'll throw the garlic in and get that cooking in there too as well. And then I'll add the pasta water. And the pasta water, like I said before, is gonna amalgamate everything with the Parmesan cheese and create a nice, really creamy leek. And what else am I putting in this? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this lemon. Ooh, it's harder than I thought it was. Press down like that and get more juice out of it. Okay, I'm gonna put the garlic in this now. I think it's time. Ooh, yeah. Because there's bigger chunks of garlic in here, you also want to make sure that they get like really nice and just a little browned so that they have a sweetness to them. So it's just gonna be real nice. Is it rolling?
Oh yeah. And then she puts it back.
5-second roll. Okay, so I'm gonna put these little gnocchis in. Yeah. How the frig are you supposed to put these in? I don't know how many I should put in a pan at once. All of them? They're not sticking together, so that's a good sign. And this is browning up real nice. It looks so good. These are, oh, okay, now we're talking. Nice and brown. So I'm gonna add the pasta or the potato starchy water in here. And then a little bit more butter. Get that all mixed up nice. A little bit of lemon. Get that seed out of there that I dropped in. More pepper. Oops, I almost dropped that in there. More pepper. I'm gonna put in a couple red chili flakes, just a few. Okay, this needs to... Parmesan, because I'm gonna make creamy sauce. There's too much going on. Too much going on at once. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I need more water in here. That looks gross. They're really puffed up though. These are big gnocchis. That's probably enough. Almost done. Gnocchis are done. Okay, I think I'm ready to put the gnocchi in. Just do it. They don't look very good, but, oh, they're holding their shape. Ooh. Okay, well, they don't look super great, but I'm gonna try them. Put some Parmesan on. I have this planter that I've been making, which has basil, parsley, and lavender, and I just have it on my deck. So I'm just gonna put some fresh basil over this. Okay, let's see. My main worry is that they're gonna be like kinda soggy, but I'll try this one. Not bad. The sauce is nice and buttery, and with the Parmesan, it's almost like a cream sauce, and the leeks taste really good in it, and same with the fresh peas, it gives you like a freshness. And yeah, I think the gnocchis just have to like, I kind of noticed at the beginning that it was a little soft, and maybe I just should have added some more flour, but other than that, it's not bad. That one was a little more undercooked. As always, if you want to see more of this, like and subscribe. Or not. Don't really care.